Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. It's been a little while since we covered some Girl Power Alliance. And if you're not familiar with Girl Power Alliance, we'll talk about it in a second. We're going to be reacting to a new opportunity call that was hosted recently, and we're going to get right into it after this disclaimer.
I do me, do you? I do me, do you? This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you used to.
Okay, now that that is out of the way, if you are not new here, you know that we have one more small piece of housekeeping to get through. You also know that you can go to the bottom of the screen and click the chapter where it says reaction starts here, or you can go down to the description and find the timestamp where it says reaction starts here and click on that to skip over this piece of housekeeping. But if you are new here, please give this a listen at least one time. I make it quick and painless. I do not blur the names or the faces of the individuals in my videos that I am reacting to, as the videos that I react to have been posted publicly. However, this does not mean that I'm encouraging anybody to go and seek these individuals out and send them hateful messages or mean comments. That is never the intention of my content. My content is meant to be educational, but most of all, entertaining. So let's all do our part and keep it that way. And with that, we're gonna get the into it. Before we dive into this Girl Power Alliance opportunity call, we should quickly go over what they are. Now, I do have a full deep dive on Girl Power Alliance that I will make sure to link in the description below. But to give you a quick overview, they are an MLM. They are a multi-level marketing company.
A flim-flam, Ponzi scheme, pyramid, straw man, three-cup.
Sometimes people will refer to them as a MRR, which is a master resell rights, but this is a little bit different. The reason for that is because they are an MLM that specializes in basically reselling courses. But the difference between MRRs and Girl Power Alliance is that everything that Girl Power Alliance has stays within their platform, and you can't download it and upload it and sell it as your course. You have to recruit people in to either take the courses or take the courses and also resell the courses.
What?
It's very complicated. It can be confusing, but just know that MRR, you can take all of the course information typically and download it and then re-upload it to another site and put your price tag on it and you get the full profit. Whereas with this MLM Girl Power Alliance, it's not that way. You cannot touch the course material. It stays where it is and you get a cut of what people are paying. You have nothing to do with the charge, none of that. So that is basically in a nutshell what Girl Power Alliance is. They prey on religious people. They're very heavy with the religious manipulation, and they also just started a branch of this MLM for men. And I think they're going to touch on it in this call. So now that we have all of that information, let's get into it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I just realized I had myself on mute. Got to get myself off mute.
That's probably a good idea.
We are so excited that you're here tonight. If you are a guest for your very first time on this call, please type in guest in the comments. I know we have women that are brand new coming onto this call. We have men coming in to learn more about Real Men Alliance and just seeing what is happening here and what this movement is all about.
Okay. We need to address it now. When I found this training, this opportunity call, it looked like it was only for Girl Power Alliance, but now the way that she just introduced it, I'm thinking it might be for both Girl Power Alliance and Real Men Alliance, which is the branch of the men's MLM that I referenced just a minute ago. So what do we think about the name? What do we think about it? Girl Power Alliance is cringy in itself because in order to be part of Girl Power Alliance, you have to be 18 or older, making you a woman. So you're no longer a girl. And then Real Men Alliance, I don't know. I'm not a man, so I can perceive it whatever way I want, but I feel like it's just a little bit far-fetched for me. Let me know what you think in the comments. But anyway, I'd also like to point out that you might be seeing me drink from a Stanley cup, okay? I want to make it clear that I am not a Stanley fanatic. I was gifted a Stanley cup because I love neon colors, specifically neon pink and neon green yellow. So just know I didn't fall in the trap, okay? Just needed to make that clear. We're getting back into it. Here we go.
Field development here inside of Kingdom Alliance, and I have the absolute honor and privilege to introduce the person that said yes to start us all, to really be able to get all of us here to see what is happening in the marketplace, in this movement that is growing, where people don't have to just settle for just anything on how they learn, how they grow, the community that they're in, and the opportunities that we have here to be able to grow your impact and your income. So without further ado, I'm so excited to be able to introduce Michelle Schaefer. She has over 2 decades of experience in network marketing, reaching multiple 7 figures. Her and her husband, that are both founders here, helping people reach 6, 7 figures. Just an incredible leader in the space, a 2-time author, podcast host, the creator of the Radiant Leadership Academy, which thousands of people have been able to go through and really be able to break free.
For those of you who didn't watch the deep dive yet, or any other of the Girl Power Alliance videos that I've already done, the Radiant Leadership Academy that she's referring to is part of Girl Power Alliance. And this is where they teach you how to be a speaker and quote unquote lead people so that, you know, we could do what pyramid scheme like companies do, in my opinion.
Allegedly.
You get the pleasure of hearing from her tonight. And I will say this, Michelle tends to drop a lot of golden nuggets. So you may want to write some of these down, because I tell her pretty much after every call, you just left gold for everybody to pick up. So don't leave this call without picking up some of the gold, okay? So Michelle, go ahead and come on up and be able to share with everyone just what's happening here inside the movement.
Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. For those of you that were on the call prior to this, I'm a little fired up tonight. I am just feeling it. I'm feeling all kinds of wonderful things because God is moving and grooving in the community.
In your skyscraper office, ma'am, we know that's a green screen.
You're not fooling anyone.
It's not a green screen, obviously, because she has a green coat on, jacket, whatever it is. But it's one of those things that makes your background different. You really think you're fooling us? It looks like you're sitting on the fucking table. And she uses this multiple times throughout different trainings that I've seen.
He is moving and grooving on the earth. Welcome to all of you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know how exciting it is to say that? To say ladies and gentlemen? For those of you that are maybe a little bit new, for the first year and a half of this company, almost 2 years, we've been just a girls club. And just in the last 60 days, we have launched resources for men. And I'm excited to share it with all of you, because God's doing some big things. So if you will allow me to, I'm going to share my screen.
Her mic disappeared for a second. I'm sorry. That has nothing to do with the MLM, but it's just funny.
And just give you some information tonight. Normally, my husband would be here with me, but my husband had an appointment that could not be missed. And so he's with us here in spirit.
Now it's the Kingdom Alliance, and the 2 branches are Girl Power Alliance and Real Men Alliance. Let me ask you, are the non-binary people not allowed into the Kingdom Alliance? What the Michelle?
Get it together.
Keep him in your prayers. Kingdom Alliance. This is the overarching brand of our company, and we have inside of that brand both Girl Power Alliance and Real Men Alliance. And here's something that is not just words to us. We believe it with all of our hearts. When you change yourself, you're literally changing the world. We have the ability to impact the world as we really lean into changing ourselves into the person that God designed us to be. So I'm gonna tell you, it's just a brief little tiny bit about my husband and my story together in business. I'm not gonna tell you our story. That's a whole different call. And it's a good story too. But I'll tell you a little bit about us in business. We've been working side by side together for about 20 years as partners in business in the network marketing profession.
Is network marketing really a profession? None of it requires training or any qualifications aside from being of working age and being a citizen wherever they operate from. So is it really a profession at that point? What qualifies a profession to be a profession? Now I need to know.
And 30 minutes later,
I'm going to put screenshots up of what I found when I just Googled what qualifies a profession to be a profession. And I'm going to read out some of these definitions. It doesn't look like there's necessarily a set definition for it, but there's more of a guideline as to what qualifies something as a profession. And these all basically say along the lines of the same thing. So the first one that comes up says members of a profession have common characteristics: discipline, specialized knowledge, skills, and training. So in network marketing, you may have discipline, but do you have the specialized knowledge, skills, and training to be selling the product that you're selling? We don't know. Nobody knows, right? You just pay a fee to sign up. And then one more I'll read off says a profession is a type of job that requires advanced education or training, which a network marketing company does not require, just to be clear. But go off, Michelle.
We started a company in 2010 that lasted 2.5 years. We have both built multiple teams into the tens of thousands. We have both been able to reach really incredible levels of success in the network marketing profession. And in 2019, God did something. You ever had God do one of those things where you're like, Lord, what? Wait, excuse me, what? What are you asking of me to do? You want me to do, Lord, I love you, I trust you, but you want me to do what? That's exactly what happened in 2019 when like the rubber just met the road. We felt out of alignment in what we were doing, even though we had been so blessed, earned millions of dollars in the company that we were with in network marketing. We just were like, something's changed. And just on a personal level, I will tell you that I began to feel super out of alignment with the language that we use, talking about how products can change your life and transform you, because there's only one thing that transforms. It's Jesus. That's it. Nothing else. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love products. Those are great. But I wanted to be a part of something that was literally transforming people from the inside out with Jesus at the center. So that's the beginning of the story there. We started off as a membership only. And in 2022, we launched as a full-blown opportunity company. And we're a global movement. If you're dialing or joining internet-wise, I say dialing, you can tell how old I am when I say that. If you're joining us live from anywhere outside of North America or outside of the United States, because we have a lot of Canadians on here, then type the country that you're in the comments. I want to see what country you're coming from. This is truly a global movement. And let me tell you something that's really profound, that if I was a distributor, if I was in the field and I was looking to go to a new company, this would matter to me. We are privately owned. Bobby and I bootstrapped this company. We have no investors and we're debt free. And together he and I have 55 years of experience, and not just experience, success in network marketing and love for it. Like, we love network marketing. We're excited and passionate about it. We've literally, up to this point, we have certified hundreds to become leaders, biblical leaders.
I'm sorry, what?
What does being certified to lead even entail? I wonder if it's just they had to pay a fee or recruit a certain amount of people or get a certain amount of people to sign on. Break that down for these people who haven't joined yet that you're trying to rope into this alleged scam, in my opinion.
We are positioned right now for massive growth. Now, I don't really like to get into the kind of the hype talk of timing and positioning, but I will just tell you this, that while I felt ready last year and even the year before, the truth of the matter is we were not ready until now. That's the truth. And I think it was the many of the things that we have brought on board from a product standpoint over the last year. And I think it was the addition of men.
That's actually infuriating to me as a woman. I really just have to put that out there. I have nothing against men at all, but to insinuate that the success of a business was because you added men is sort of just stepping on everything that the women before us did to get us where we are. Like the pay grade and all of that, it's still not where it needs to be in terms of men versus women. And this is something I don't really talk about often and I don't really think about often either, especially because I am self-employed. So I guess it doesn't really apply to me right now, but it did in the past. But to insinuate that because you added men to your company, that's why you now have more success, it is disgusting and should say a lot about how she feels about the women who are joining Girl Power Alliance. Because why should they need men to be successful or to reach the maximum amount of success as a human can? And it shouldn't be brought up as a thing that made your business more successful when no. Ew.
Hit the market in a different way this year. We are capable of handling mass momentum. If 10,000 people enrolled tonight, we are prepared for it. I want you to know that. Those that have been with other companies that had mass momentum and the company couldn't keep up with the growth, they couldn't keep up with the supply and demand, I want you to feel confident and secure that we could handle 10,000 enrollments tonight and everything would be right on target. We have paid out every single week since we have launched. We have women earning thousands and even tens of thousands of dollars. And just this year we launched men.
You've paid out every single week. You know who else does that? Corporations. That is not like, that's not something to boast about. Like, oh my gosh, we have paid commissions every single week. Cool? Congratulations. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
This is a kingdom movement. We're in 13 countries and growing. These are all, you'll see most of them have English speaking. We now are equipped to go into other languages as those markets have need. We're not just going to randomly open a market. When somebody comes and says, listen, I have 100 people in X country and we want this, then we will immediately get to work to provide resources in that language. We're very excited about it. We've been featured in a bunch of publications. Probably Forbes is the most exciting one of those. But any publication that gets out something that the Lord is doing is big to me. Any of them are big to me. So can we just talk a little bit about like what's going on in the world? There is in the town that I live in, there's this little like community Facebook page. And for the last, I don't know, month and a half, the prevalent comments in this page have been about the cost of everything, the cost of groceries. People are the cost of groceries are 3 times the price that they were just a few years ago. Our gasoline has gone up just in this week over 30 cents. We're over $5 a gallon. We're always more expensive in California, but the price of everything. Oh, I just heard a statistic too, that the price of car insurance has gone up 250% in the last 3 years. Anybody notice your car insurance is higher? Everything is costing more. This is the way of the world. It used to just be one country, like maybe just the United States, but this is global. I talk to people in other countries, they're all dealing with the same thing.
That's so funny, Michelle. Where are we going with this?
It's so true. Let me tell you a quick story. About a month ago, I was traveling and I was heading back to the airport. It was a 3-hour drive. I was starving. So I was like, I'm going to pull over and get a quick Chipotle. Just me by myself. I got a burrito and I got a bottle of water so I could take it in the car. It was $19. $19 for me by myself? I mean, this is just what's going on with the prices.
2 months, what does that have to do with anything?
Governmental control all over the world. People are feeling some concern about the liberties that the government has taken in so many areas of our life. How many of you feel like crisis fatigue? Every hour on the hour, there's another crisis in your home country or around the world. We feel it. There's crisis. I can't, like, oh, a bridge got knocked down. How sad. Like, oh, a bomb. Oh, an earthquake. We're in crisis fatigue. Mentally, we have a lot of things that we worry about. And this generation, Gen Z, which is the age of my youngest daughter, this is the first generation that actually feels no hope for the future. Literally, if you talk to them, they think that the world is ending, that there's no hope for them having a better life than their parents' life, that the American dream, at least in America, is dead. It's really sad. People are feeling they have less and less autonomy, less choices for themselves, that choices are being made for them. And
this is a drag. Where the are we going with this? What does this have to do with the Kingdom Alliance? Can we get to it already?
Get to the point.
Good God.
Job market is changing fast. I just saw something recently where there's no people now. Everything is automated. And I will tell you that here in California, they raised the minimum wage to $20 an hour. And we've seen business after business after business laying people off and actually shutting down because they can't afford it. Bobby told me a story today of a guy that owned a Wendy's franchise, and the increase in the minimum wage was going to cost him $500,000, and he had to literally close the business. He had to close it. He could not afford to pay people this because things are just expensive. And of course, we have to talk about the loss of religious freedoms. I didn't think in my lifetime this was going to be something that we talked about, but here we are. Here we are. We're all living in it. And it's not just, again, these are we're dealing with the same things no matter what country we live in. So, okay, enough of that. Let's talk about the solution. Like, I don't want to depress you. We're all living in this, but let's talk about what are some solutions. Well, we believe that what we're doing here at Kingdom Alliance with Real Men Alliance.
Just think every time, and I think every time that she mentioned it in any other video too, every time I hear Real Men Alliance, I think of the Bud Light commercials, the Real Men of Genius commercials.
Real men of genius.
And Girl Power Alliance is the solution. You know what I love about network marketing? It creates an even playing field. It doesn't matter what you've done in your past or what you haven't done. It doesn't matter what degree you have, what pedigree you have. It doesn't matter. You can come into a network marketing company with passion and a drive and a dream, and you can, my gosh, you can change your world. You could change other people's world. There's very low risk. If you are somebody that started a traditional business, just type into the chat the amount of money it cost you to start that business. I mentioned earlier that Bobby owned a mortgage company. That cost well over $250,000 just to open the doors. Like just to start that, $250,000, $50,000. Let's see what some of the other comments are, because you're talking about, when you invest $50,000 in something, $250,000 in something, there's a lot of risk. And by the way, that business lasted about a year and a half. And when the business went away, Bobby and I were left holding the bag for tens of thousands of dollars of debt for the business. So lots of risk in that. In network marketing, super low risk. Literally, you could get started for under $1,000.
It's not your business.
This is accessible to anybody. You don't have to have a pre-qualifier. Well, you could do this as long as you have X degree and you've had X amount of experience. Nope.
Which means it's really not a profession like you claimed. So it's not your business, nor is it a profession.
Anybody can come in here. Literally, anybody with a dream can come into network marketing and be really successful. And the best part about it here is, guess what? All of your training and mentoring is included. You don't have to pay extra for it. Matter of fact, every Friday, we go live with something called the Financial Freedom Friday Call. This is all about how to build a business and make money with your Kingdom Alliance business. And all that are part of this company are welcome to that call. Oh, let me go back. I wasn't done. There are currently 7.5 billion people in the world. Did you know that? That's the number of human beings on the planet. And of those, did you know that 6 billion have a smartphone? 6 billion have one of these. Why do we even put that in there? Because guess what? If you have one of these, you can be in business.
No. Ma'am, what the are you doing? Just because you have a smartphone doesn't mean you should start a business or join an MLM. That's never what that means. Please don't listen to that advice when you hear it, because it's total bullshit. Not everybody is cut out to start a business. So just because you have a phone and there are 7.5 billion people in the world, don't start a fucking business.
How cool is that? All right, let's talk about the current market. The on-demand learning industry. This includes like coaching, online classes, anything that has to do with learning. The on-demand learning is currently doing $1 billion with a B, $1 billion a day. Do you understand that what a fraction of a percent of that is to the average person? That you having access to be a part of that profession is giving you access to something that's producing $1 billion with a B dollars a day in revenue. Personal and professional development specifically is currently at $500 billion a year globally, 500 billion. And then network marketing. Network marketing is $200 billion a year, which, by the way, is bigger than professional NFL, the professional football, National League, baseball, and the music industry combined.
That's actually really sad. What is happening to the world? And I get that people have issues with like what NFL players make and all of that. And I get that. But I also understand that they're putting their body through a lot to entertain people. And the same goes for baseball players and musicians. You can't teach talent when it comes to musicians. And the fact that those three things combined are making less than what the network marketing industry is making is really scary to me. What are we doing?
Network marketing is bigger than all three of those professions combined. Isn't that crazy? And network marketing does great when there is crisis in the world. In 2020, network marketing grew. People's checks doubled in network marketing, and it continues to grow. So in network marketing, we don't really worry about what's going on in the economy because we know network marketing is there to kind of save the day, right?
But it won't.
So what's our promise? Our promise is that we're going to show you how you can earn money online with a company that actually aligns with your values. Like, guess what? We're so bold about our faith that people are like, wait a minute, are you guys like a church? What do you consider yourself? Well, we believe that as believers, we are the church, right? But no, we are not a church, even though we're the church. The Kingdom Alliance is a business. We're a business that gives you the opportunity to actually be in a business that's aligned with the thing you love the most in this world, your Heavenly Father, right? And we're going to teach you how to get your time back, allowing you to pursue the things that you love. Maybe you're not, network marketing, but guess what? What if network marketing provides you the ability to actually leverage yourself so that you can go pursue the thing that you love? Maybe you want to be a missionary in another country, but you can't because you have a job and you have to pay the bills.
That's faith manipulation on another fucking level. Wow.
What if you built your business so big that you could actually just keep your home and you could fund your own missionary trip?
If you feel that you should join an MLM to go on a missionary trip and fund that, we need to take a step back, reevaluate what's actually going on, and not join the MLM. Wow. There are no words.
Like, do you even remember what it was that you used to dream about? What if making money had nothing to do with buying things, but it was about creating memories, taking vacations? Maybe you have children that you'd like to put in private school, or nieces or nephews or grandchildren that you wanted to put in private school. Maybe you want to pay for somebody else to buy a house or give somebody else a down payment. Making money in network marketing, a lot of times people kind of equate it with, well, I don't really care about money. I think you do, because with an abundance of finances, even if you don't change your lifestyle one iota, you can certainly help to change somebody else's lifestyle. And this is one of the things that we're really passionate about. So, what is the business? This is a done for you business. Okay. It's online and virtual. We have an online membership
A done for you business that you really have no say in. So it's not even your business. Stop calling it that. Just say a done for you scam, in my opinion, allegedly.
that you can leverage. And let me tell you something, this membership is amazing. We have the most phenomenal creators that are just pouring into you from every subject, from marriage and marketing to making sourdough bread and being a homeschool mom, and everything in between, and more coming.
All of those things, which first of all might require therapy. And secondly, you can find for free on YouTube, Google, wherever you want to look, the library. All of those resources you can find for free instead of spending a fee to join a pyramid scheme, in my opinion, and be more likely to lose money.
We have virtual certifications. Matter of fact, we just graduated 31 new Radiant Leadership coaches set out to go out in the world and lead and change some lives.
Great. Can't wait to hear stories of them sliding into people's DMs.
We have live mentoring calls that go on almost every week of the month. Next week, we're so excited because we have Dr. Caroline Leaf. If you've never heard of her, you should have. She is like a leader in the area of brain health, neuroplasticity, and she is a believer. So she connects all this information, such amazing information about science and the Bible and the Word. And she's speaking to us live next week. If you're a guest, you can still be part of that. Just say yes tonight, right? Just say yes. So we have over 350 on-demand trainings. We have done for you marketing tools. Yes.
Yes, because you can't create your own, which is another part of it not being your business.
We've created marketing tools for you, so you don't even have to create them. We have done for you sales funnels. Do you want to know the price of those if you're just out there in the world trying to create a sales funnel? Live monthly calls, leadership mastermind, weekly prayer call. By the way, that's just open to the public. Even if you don't want to be a part of us in a different way, we want you to be on our live prayer call. It's every Monday. Anybody's welcome to that. And by the way, the best, the most supportive community that, my gosh, you'll ever be a part of. If you have been like praying for a community to speak life into you, to be where you could really be yourself, then just drop a heart in the comments. I want to see how many of you have just been praying for, you don't even know what. Maybe you've kind of felt like you didn't really fit in church. You didn't really fit in business. You just kind of felt like there was no place for you. I want you to know there is a place for you here. There's actually a seat at the table and it's got your name on it. It's got your DNA on it. We've been waiting for you and praying for you. You may not have known that until tonight, but this is what we've been doing, been waiting for you. The people in your life deserve the best version of you. How do you become the best version of you?
Not by joining the Kingdom Alliance.
Well, it starts with growth, right? And this is what we focus on, a lifestyle, building a lifestyle of growth through personal, professional, and leadership development through our resources right here. So here's the roadmap. You get to learn about a proven system that is going to help you to build a profitable business from home. You have a device, some Wi-Fi, you can do it. We're going to teach you how you can duplicate your efforts in business.
If you've been here a while, you probably know how I feel about the duplication aspect of these pitches that happens. What does that even mean? Duplicate yourself? Why? Nobody needs more than one of me. I promise you, never. One is even a lot, okay? What are you duplicating? Are you cloning people? What the does that mean when we're talking about network marketing? It feels like that's just something that all network marketing companies grasped onto, and they're like, we're gonna run with this until we're blue in the face, but we also have no idea what it means.
How many of you wish there was 4 of you right now? Like you're on this call, but you're also making dinner and doing laundry and cleaning the house and going to the grocery store. I mean, in network marketing, you can duplicate yourself. You can teach people what you know and earn as if you're doing the work of all of them. How cool is that? That is the power of leverage.
Oh, so she utilized that as a way to form your pyramid, leveraging yourself to the top of that pyramid so that you can make money off of everybody on the bottom of the pyramid, because that is how MLMs work. And it's not the same as a regular business when you have different people working in different roles. That is totally different. You have a guaranteed paycheck, you make a certain amount of money for the job that you do, and people higher up have different responsibilities. So do not come at me in the comments with that. Thank you. Let's move on.
That's something that we're going to teach you here. Teach you how to generate residual income. Anybody got residual bills? Bills that keep coming in every month, every month, every month?
Welcome to real life.
Then we should have some residual income. And when we talk about residual here, we're talking about a semi-passive residual, meaning as you're building your network, as you're building into your membership, as you're building ambassadors here, you are continuing to get paid on them month after month after month. Even though you enrolled somebody months ago, you're still continuing to get paid.
That was the quiet part out loud.
You know, I would personally rather teach 20 people how to do what I do here, right? In, let's say, 10 hours a week that you work your business, 15 hours a week that you work your business. I'd rather do that and keep working my 10 to 15 and earn off the efforts of all those other people rather than me work 80 hours a week by myself to earn only on me. This is the power of leverage. This model gives you the ability to earn from the efforts of everybody on the team that you're building. That's freedom. Let me just tell you, that is freedom right there. So we have 6 different ways for you to earn. And, you know, what are you looking to do? Maybe replace the salary. Maybe you're just looking to pay some of the, like, the extra money that everything's costing us. Maybe that's what you're just looking to do. Maybe you're looking to replace one of your salaries or pay a mortgage or rent. Like maybe you're looking to make more here than you've ever made at a job. Everybody's favorite number when you ask them, what do you need to make? They all say 10,000 a month, everybody, no matter who it is. And you say, oh, is that what you're making at your car? No, I'm not making that now, but that's what I need to make to quit. And guess what? You can do it here. You can do it here.
That's an income claim from the CEO of Kingdom Alliance.
You don't have to rely on launching and relaunching and relaunching, right? You get to take advantage of leverage and the things that we're building for you, and all you get to do is plug in, right? It's just an exciting thing. Oh, I was supposed to talk about the income. Okay, 6 different ways that we get paid. See, I just got myself excited and totally off track. One of the ways pays you upfront whenever you enroll a new member or ambassador. We have several retail courses that you can sell. You earn a one-time commission for those. When you enroll members, you earn between 10 and 25% of their membership. As this is growing, your ambassador team is growing, more members, you will move it through the ranks here that we call tiers. And when you hit a new tier, you earn a one-time bonus, starts at $150. One time goes up to $25,000 one time. Question, who would like that? Who could, like, whose life would be changed this month if you earned a one-time bonus of $25,000? Type me in the chat if that would impact your life.
Obviously, anybody is going to benefit from that and be able to make a decent change in their life.
Yeah. You think? Just a little one-time 25K bonus, you know, no big deal. You have the ability to do that here. Our leadership bonus, this happens every single month once you reach the 3rd tier here. Starts at $200 a month every single month, and it goes all the way up to $30,000 a month. So if $25,000 a month one time would change your life, what would $30,000 a month in just this one bonus do for you in April, then in May, then in June, then in July, then in August. Life-changing to say the least.
Yeah, and how many people are actually getting that and keeping it? I'm willing to bet maybe a handful, if that.
Way more than enough. It is way more than enough to live off of, let me tell you, and to change a lot of lives. And then lastly, but certainly not least, is our network ambassador bonus. You get paid through 7 levels of people in your organization until you hit the 5th tier. And then guess what? There's no more levels. You can earn to infinity. This is a big deal if you've been in network marketing. Okay, disclaimer. None of this is promised income. If you don't do anything, you don't earn anything. We can't promise that you're going to earn because I don't know what you're going to do. If you do nothing, you get nothing. But I will tell you this. If you do choose to jump in, then your life could really potentially be changed dramatically. So
Yeah, but make sure you do read that income disclosure statement because that's the fine print you need to know about before you invest, quote unquote, into an MLM and likely lose money.
how do you get started? How much does all this cost? All this craziness? We have 3 different ways for you to get started. Down at the bottom is our basic membership. I'm not even going to talk about that because I want you to get the maximum out of the membership here. So
That's interesting. Why is that? Because you want people to join to sell more of these things and not just join the membership to take the courses. Need I say more? I think we can move on.
VIP membership, this is by far the most popular membership. It's $399 down, $149.99 a month. You have access to everything, all of our certifications, all of our live calls, everything. And
that's not a small amount of money, especially right now, because like she said, everything is so expensive. That's not a small amount of money for most people. There's no guaranteed income from this, and you're going to be paying all of that money. No, immediately no.
It is worth its weight in gold because our 16-week leadership, biblical leadership certification, that alone is worth thousands of dollars, and you have access to it right here for this low monthly cost. The Kingdom Speaker Academy, by the way, there's still time for you to get into that. We're started this week, but we'll let you in until next week. Don't tell anybody I told you. Okay, the Kingdom Speaker Academy. Oh my gosh, I have seen speaker academies out there in upwards of $25,000, and you have access to that here as part of your VIP membership. It's crazy. Now I want to show you, in addition to that, we have something called a platinum package. Maybe you're like, I'm in, I'm all in. I don't just want to be a VIP member. I want to be one of the coaches here. Then you can, for $2,500, become, it's like an upgrade. For $2,500, you can become one of our coaches and be a part of the membership. Or you can become one of our certified Kim 10 speakers. Let me just do a quick plug for the Kim 10 speakers. You guys have heard of TED Talks and TED Stages and TEDx events? Well, guess what? We have created a platform for faith-based speakers, and it's called Kim 10, Kingdom Impact Message in 10 Minutes. And our very first event, our very first live event is happening in June. You can become one of our certified speakers and have an opportunity to speak on that stage. That's right. Michelle said in the comments, or you can do both. We have many people who have actually done both. They've become one of our Radiant Leadership coaches and one of our certified speakers. Let me just tell you something. What you get here is so over the top worth the price of admission here. Just go out and shop it. You'll be amazed. You're going to be amazed. You're going to be blown away. You're going to be like, what? I get all what? For how much?
Exactly, because what? What is this shit? I get all this shit? And you can't really like go and compare anything because I don't know. Is this like a big market? Like, what are you comparing it to? College where you actually get a degree?
It's a beautiful thing. I'm going to play a quick video for you.
Oh, goody.
And as this video is playing, do me a favor, type guest in the chat. And the person that invited you to this call is going to send you a text message during this video with a link for you to get started tonight. Ready, go.
People they're parched, they're starving, they're dry. They want hope. We're bringing hope. Hope for a better world, hope for a better life, hope for better relationships, and hope for more income.
Through our unique platform, you can take part in an industry that is producing $1 billion a day. That's the digital creator economy.
You come in for one thing and you leave completely transformed. It's unbelievable. I've never seen transformations like this in any environment, in network marketing, personal development, in the church. I've never seen God get a hold of people and help them to see their true identity and begin to walk it out the way that it's happening here.
I don't believe that we were supposed to work 40 hours a week for 40 years of our lives away from the people that we love and that we work so hard to provide for. We will help you.
Yeah, but this is not the only way to not do that. There are other ways. You can be a content creator. You can start a virtual business. You can be a virtual assistant. You can do anything else aside from network marketing that will get you guaranteed pay. Joining a network marketing company or an MLM is not the only option to get away from having to work 40 hours a week, 40 years of your life. It's not true.
You build a wall of financial security around your family that cannot be taken down.
Inside this community, we believe with all of our hearts that when you change yourself, you change the world.
The time is now. Join us. This is the Kingdom Alliance. Well, she's not lying. The time is now. This is the time for you to get started. Let me see. Do I have more slides? Let me check. I might.
Who is she? Why are you talking about yourself in third person? We all know that was your voice on the video. I cannot.
Let's see what's next.
People are...
There we go. Okay. So hopefully you received a text message with a link to get started tonight. You have nothing to lose. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't love it here, if you're not happy, we'll just give you your money back. Like, it's okay. It's all good. We're still going to love you. Do you know that? We're still going to love you. We're still going to welcome you to our live prayer calls and all of our free resources that we make available to anybody. We have a lot of guests on this call. If for some reason you did not come to this call with somebody that sent you a link for an enrollment, then make sure that we know, and you can email support right there in the chat. It says support@girlpoweralliance.com, and we will make sure that you have a link tonight. And do you know why we want you to sign up tonight? 2 reasons. Number 1, so you can be on the Financial Freedom Friday call tomorrow. I got some fire. I'm ready to drop fire on that call tomorrow.
I'm sure that's definitely the top reason, not because you want to make money. Not at all.
9 a.m. Pacific. And if you miss it live, then you can be there for the playback. But in addition to that, we are running an incentive right now. We started it this month. It's called the Influencer Escape. And you can earn a free cruise. We're going to all take a cruise together next year. We're so excited.
Take note. Make sure you're not on that cruise. And the reason I say that is because these incentive trips, if you're not aware, when they go on cruises, they're not the only, it's not like a exclusive cruise to just them. It is a regular cruise, and they have like a group rate for all of the people that earned it. And they, from what I hear from people who have been to cruises or on vacations and happen to be there at the same time that these incentive trips have been going on, they pretty much take over and you cannot escape.
Anybody love cruising and so many other things. And we want you there with us. Let me tell you, it would be more fun if you were there with us, not just watching it happen on social media. So join us. We cannot wait to meet you, get to know you, and to help you turn this dream that God placed into your heart into a reality. Our mission, can I just end by telling you our mission? Our mission is to create more debt-free and financially free Christian households than any other company in the world. And we're excited to do it with you. Thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to see you tomorrow on our Financial Freedom Friday call. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Sorry about that yawn at the end. I was real tired of the bullshit. Don't fall for these scams, please, for the love of everything holy. Don't join an MLM. Don't join MMR. That's a vaccine. I guess it's not a vaccine. Anyway, time for a palate cleanser. TikTok hates your bullshit.
Hi, yes, I'm calling in today. I will not be able to make it to work because of, I died. Yeah, I'm literally in my casket as we speak, so. But hey, maybe tomorrow I might be resurrected by 7:30 a.m. sharp, so.
I don't know why, but I find that so funny. And I know it's not a parody like normal, but I thought it'd be fun to throw that one in there. I think most of us can relate to wanting to do that so you could get out of going to work. That TikTok account will, as always, be linked below. It's a great follow, super funny. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.
This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you